Welcome back to the Diecast Museum as we take a quick overview of Sam's Salvage Yard, coming into view and focus at the moment. Today we are going to be looking at a lot of vehicles that may very well end up in this junkyard, and that includes a huge selection of trucks from Greenlight. Specifically, we are looking at a whole bunch of older Chevrolet trucks, pickup trucks, a Chevy Blazer, and tow trucks, and as well Dodge, including that new Dodge Ram, not new, but 1980s Dodge Ram casting, which is new to Greenlight, as well as a few monster trucks, one of them being the 88 Dodge Ram, and only one Ford in this mix. So for my Ford fans, you're going to have to hold out for a Ford, more specifically sort of truck video, as I only have a 74 F-250 in the mix. But check out these trucks. Everything from Kings of Crunch, dually drivers, some very hard to find trucks, most of which I found locally in the wild at my Walmarts. And also, definitely a few of them came from Aurelia Diecast, my local hobby shop. But these are some really cool trucks. Everything is pre-cut from the package. We're going to be taking them out for the very first time and reviewing them together. And some really cool military army trucks as well. Those camouflage paint jobs, everything coming out on the table for a full loose review. We have a lot of interesting full-size trucks to look at today, and from many different Greenlight collectible series. This is the Battalion 64 Series 2, an Army military theme-based collection of 6 vehicles. All of the trucks you see here are going to be from 6 vehicle collections. I do not have the full 6 vehicles to share with you for this review, but we are specifically looking at full-size trucks from yesteryear. So we've got the Battalion 64, Norman Rockwell Series 4 is over here in the background, Fallout Guy, that's a limited edition series, which means they've re-released it. Shell Special Edition Series 1, that's very new. Everything here you're seeing is pretty much from 2023, perhaps some from late 2022. I'm just getting around to. Running on Empty over there is very new, Series 16. Dually Drivers, I think that one is fairly new as well. Series 12. I've got Kings of Crunch Series 12, and also one from Series 27. So one of these vehicles is kind of old. Doesn't really matter. Some really cool trucks in here. You can always find them at your local hobby shops and perhaps flea markets, garage sales, what have you. You can always also find them on the intranet, perhaps eBay. But check it out. We're going to look at all the details on this truck, because there certainly are a lot of them. Very nice, high-quality paint job. Military spec truck. And this one is the 1985 Chevrolet M1009 CUCV from the U.S. Army. Now, that does stand for something. I probably could find out on the back of the truck packaging, but no. Many of you guys will know what that stands for. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I live in Canada, so I'm not completely 100% familiar with the American acronyms for their military-grade vehicles. However, that does stand for quite a descriptive sort of explanation of this truck's purpose and use in the military. As you can see, it comes with a spare tire, blacked out steel rims, all metal. Very cool. From the same series, Series 2, we've got the 85 Chevrolet M1008 CUCV, U.S. Army Military Police. Now, the only criticism I have for this Greenlight model is, of course, that bananaed frame. I don't know why they're still having problems with these trucks like this, but the box just doesn't sit in line with the cab. It's a fairly easy fix if you're willing to drill out the rivets. But if you're not, and you're a package collector, you really kind of want to look for that right vehicle, because some of them are straight, but the majority are what I call bananaed. That's a demolition derby term for what happens when pickup trucks that haven't been properly creased and notched for derbying. What tends to happen to them when they smash into each other is the frame bends in the middle just like this, and the cab kind of shoots up in the air. Otherwise, it'll go the opposite way. You can have the box go down. That's preferable in demolition derbies. Now, I'm getting a little bit too derby specific for this video since we are looking at military trucks. But these full-size trucks are often used in this day and age in demolition derbies across the United States specifically. Anyways, we've got a really nice model here. It doesn't exactly roll. Looks like we've got a bit of a tire off the rim sort of situation. Also, a fairly easy fix. Much easier than drilling out rivets. As you can see, now we're back in business as far as rolling, just by putting that tire back on the rim. Two really nice trucks to add to your military fleet, and they look great together. They're obviously from the same sort of era and department, and look great. So we've got another truck very similar. This is the 84 Chevrolet M1008, and this one happens to be from the Norman Rockwell Series 4. So a series of artwork from Norman Rockwell, notorious art producer of the 20th century. And this is part of a 6-vehicle set, of which I have, I believe, most of them. But I wanted to keep this video kind of full-size 80s, well, 60s through 80s truck specific, if possible. And I feel like there's enough trucks here that we can definitely be entertained by all that Greenlight has to offer, including those really nice details for weathering on this specific truck. Check it out. Got like kind of a patina going on all the way over this truck, including that kind of vinyl imitation canopy or fabric or whatever it is. Does it come off? It does. So the bed of the truck is not weathered, which is fine. It probably was protected. USA. And really cool. Looking great. Let's put it side by side to this 85. The 85 and the 84. Really no difference. Nice looking trucks. But you can see the one below it bananaed quite a bit worse. So not all Greenlight models suffer from this affliction. However, these ones did. And another Norman Rockwell Series 4 truck. This one's the 81 Chevrolet K20 Scottsdale. Another flavor of fire brigade, sort of a forestry off-road fire truck. Greenlight has produced several of these in some exclusive lines, as well as series collections, such as the Norman Rockwell. And here we have a short bed equipped Stockbridge Fire Department from Massachusetts. Really nice truck. Look at the detail on those rims. All the lug nuts and steel center caps. Separately cast hood and all the livery that you would expect. Very clean model with a ton of detail in that back pump and hose reel kit. It's got the commercial white steel bumpers on this truck. Another nice roller. So there's 4 Chevy kind of square body trucks, I suppose. And here we have an older Chevy truck. This is the 69 Chevrolet C30 dually wrecker. So this is a dually truck, has dually tires in the back. Also, oh, this one's from the Fall Guy. And it's a limited edition, so it was probably released once before. I'm kind of guessing. I don't know for sure, but anyways, these were pretty easy to find just a few months ago. Really nice tow truck with those commercial grade rims. Jerry's Automotive Towing. You've got a fictitious number there starting with the 555. C30 badging on the fender. Nice towing rig apparatus on the back with great livery. All metal construction once again. Painted black satin paint. And this one's a roller, I can see already. Rolls great. We've got another one of these older Chevy C30 wreckers. This one's a 1967, and it is from the Shell Special Edition Series 1. So probably a collection of Shell vehicles, or at least vehicles with the Shell livery that you're going to see going on into 2024. We saw this come out in 2023 with gloss yellow, commercial black rims, push bar on the front, all black towing apparatus, lots of details on those lights, and an unpainted metal base with all the information on the bottom. Another really nice rolling truck. So we've got a whole bunch of these Chevy trucks. We're going to back them all up here because we are now about to look at Dodge trucks. And I have a lot of Dodge trucks to look at. Unfortunately, guys, like I said, I only have one Ford truck. But we've got a lot of nice Dodge trucks to look at. So let's start off with casting we're quite familiar with from Greenlight, from Norman Rockwell Series 4, 1962 Dodge D200. Just really like this casting. This one is the short bed version. There's also a long bed version to look for. Not in this paint livery, but in other liveries and collections. You've got the dog dish center hubcaps, opening hood available on this model. And we've got the stars and stripes all over this beautiful looking truck. Now, since we are quite familiar with that truck, we're going to move right along to a newish casting released in 2023. That is the 1981 Dodge Ram D150. So this is a kind of a next generation, if you will, Dodge. Very popular Dodge, by the way, very collectible one, and one I'm familiar with. I used to drive these in a work environment for a long time, and they tow amazing. I mean, I was driving a 6-cylinder diesel of this 4x4 truck, but here we have a beautiful kind of competition liveried Dodge pickup truck, and just really cool. Chrome bumpers. It's going to come out in a lot of different sort of transmissions and packages like that. So here we have the 1985 Dodge Ram W30 or W350 Power Ram dually flatbed from Dually Drivers Series 12. So again, 6 other vehicles in the set. This is not really a review about the different sets. We're kind of just looking at awesome full-size trucks from yesteryear. And this definitely qualifies. It's got the flatbed, those big dualies. Check out all the chrome once again. Super nice paint job and clear windows. These are coming straight out of the package. I've never opened them before, so they're very clear and polished. You got that hitch and tow series trailer hitch, compatible with all trailers produced by Greenlight in 1/64 scale. Another great roller. And just for fun, guys, I bought 2 of these when I was able to find them at the Aurelia Diecast. Now, they sold out in less than a day. This one I haven't cut open, and I won't be opening. But for some reason, it came with black-rimmed dually wheels on the back. Not really sure why, because this one had silver, and all the other trucks had silver. They were all pre-sold to other people. Otherwise, I probably would have had a lot more than just 2. I would have loved to customize a whole bunch of these trucks, and these flatbed ones are just perfect doing that. So here we have the 88 Dodge Ram W350 LE. This is the one titled Desperado. So this is a vintage truck from Kings of Crunch, and that is Series 12. So this is an older series, I believe. Maybe not that old, though, because this truck is pretty new, like the casting, so I might be mistaken. I thought there was more series when it came to Kings of Crunch, but I could be mistaken. That's still like 12 times 6 trucks. Ooh, that's about 84 trucks at least when this one came out. And I know I have a huge collection of them. So we got a nice equipped vehicle here with that customized motor, blower on the front, and exhaust turned up through the hood. Great livery on this truck. This is an iconic actual monster truck from back in the 1980s and early 90s. Well detailed and a beautiful roller. So 4 really great Dodge trucks. And finally, for my Ford fans, we've got the Black Bandit Collection. This is a limited edition series, so it doesn't actually have a collector number. Oh, it does. Series 27. Sometimes they have non-series collector Black Bandit. Of the 74 Ford F-250 Bigfoot #1 Black Bandit Edition. So this truck did not actually exist in real life. In 1/1 scale, I should say. Not in this color, anyways. It would have been in blue, but this one is all glossed out black for Greenlight's Black Edition collection. And it looks terrific. Blacked out bumpers, accessories, roll bar, and of course suspension components, rims, and the paint job. Another really nice truck. So we've got 10 trucks, I think, 10 or 11 trucks here for you guys. Let's go in for a closer look. Yes, you will see many of these trucks parked in Sam's salvage yard in the next video or two. and beyond, of course, as many of them do fit in there. I'm still putting vehicles there, although Sam's Salvage Yard is destined to change in the coming months. We're going to do a big cleanup and resort, running out of space in there. The monster trucks, well, I've got a huge bin full of these opened monster trucks. I'd love to display them. I don't really know where to do so. I'm hoping this dually driver's Dodge will fit into the Plano 5324 cases I typically display things in. However, I kind of doubt it because this is a full-size truck, and typically full-size trucks don't fit the Plano department cases. The little old 62 definitely will fit. So looking forward to getting more vehicles opened up for you guys. This is really kind of pruning out the floor horde of Greenlight vehicles, the overhoard that had built up over the years, or over the last couple of years. This is really just over the last summer, and we've got a lot more to look at. Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, Matchbox, Majorette, Ertl, M2, Auto World, you name it. We're going to be checking it all out in the next few videos and then over the next few months. Happy hunting. Happy hunting.